get started. Again, good night, everyone, and welcome to another DTools Cloud After Dark webinar. I feel like we need a jingle or something. But thank you guys for being DTools customers, tuning in, and giving us so much helpful feedback. I really enjoy doing these webinars with you guys. So like always, I'm going to breeze through a PowerPoint of our agenda before we dive in. And then at the end of our presentation, we'll be doing a live Q&A.
If you're a new user, welcome to the DTools Cloud team. I'm Leanne. I also go by LB, and I'm a customer success manager here at DTools. I'll be presenting this evening. Andre and Tiffany are also customer success managers, and we're here to help train you guys, coach you on best practices, and pass your feedback on to our product and development team. Megan is a DTools Cloud Account Manager, as most of you know, and she's here to help guide you as you onboard and maximize your use of the software by adding training hours and services to help you guys to scale your businesses. Right. And our team is growing again. We've been so lucky to have Veronica Washington join our team as a new cloud account manager. Veronica has worked at DTools for several years as an account manager on the SI front, our other solution. So she's not new to this and she's awesome. Okay, so again, we're covering the cloud team's favorite features, and the first stop is snippets. You can now easily save text to be pasted into future quotes, proposals, projects, service plans, notes, and more. And this will help you expedite the workflow by not having to retype or hunt down that text that you want to reuse. So you can use snippets within any of our text editors. You can also apply discounts to entire packages using our package discounts feature. Before, you'd have to discount items inside of packages, but now you can apply those discounts to the total price, whether it's fixed or computed from those items. And because we're covering favorite features, of course, I have to call out our new favorites feature, and I am loving this. If you have favorite products that you often add to your quotes, you can now mark any item in your catalog as a favorite by clicking on a star icon when viewing the item in any quote or in the catalog. And then you can easily see and search through your list of favorites and add them to your quotes or drawings. Project types are definitely in my top 5. When creating an opportunity and selecting your project type, you can already have payment terms, your proposal type, items, and labor set up before you even start quoting. And I'll show you how to do that. Setting up your valid until days is also a great feature. Give your clients a certain amount of time to make a decision and hold them accountable too. And once you set an expiration date, your clients will no longer have access to those proposals to shop them or share them with competitors. Right? So win-win. We also love using our data tags. These help to quickly add opportunity and client information to your descriptions and messaging. I love to personalize my email templates when sharing my proposals. So I'll show you guys how to do that too. Okay. Task template saves so much time. Applying a task template in a project automatically populates your task groups, tasks, and checklists in the project's task list. And of course, you can edit every detail of these inherited tasks. They also bring great consistency to how all project managers execute their projects. So, with standardized checklists, you'll be able to keep track of which tasks have been completed on a job and keep everyone, including yourself, on track. Right? And if you didn't know, you can now add general time entries without needing to create a project or task. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for this. So now you can account for your sales folks or office admins by logging their hours worked for the day too. All right. And lastly, we'll talk about our payment status updates. So after creating a payment request in DTools Cloud and then getting paid in QuickBooks, we're going to update those statuses for you. All right, so we're going to head over to settings and start from the bottom and work our way up, right? So here on the custom tab, we're going to find snippets and we're going to add a new snippet here. So again, by using snippets, you can save text to reuse them for future quotes, proposals, service plans, and more. And we've given you guys a head start here by creating some groups to have you guys save your snippets to them. And then, of course, you can create your own groups. You can make these private, right, if you don't want to share them with others, or public. And we're going to make this one public. So I'm going to add an outdoor system here. Pop that in the name, and I'm going to add a snippet. All right, and I'm going to add these or this snippet to my location descriptions. And create. Right, so under location descriptions, I have my outdoor system. I'm going to use this snippet for a location in my proposal in a bit. Right, and of course, you can save snippets in other places throughout the software, and they'll all land here. All right, so let's head over to the proposal tab here, and we're going to find valid until dates. Right, so here's where you can turn your valid until days on. So for my organization, after we share a proposal, we're giving our clients 30 days to make a decision. Right, so set this default and then save it. Now let's head to the opportunity tab, and I'm going to find project types. All right, so I'm going to pick on my retrofit for my residential project types, right? So these are the project types that you're going to choose from when creating a new opportunity. So I'm going to edit this one. And so here's where I can select my payment term. And I can also choose which proposal template I want to display to my client after creating this opportunity, right? And quoting them. All right, I'm also going to add some items here. So every time that I select this project type, I don't want to forget to add my miscellaneous materials and my shipping and handling. So I'm going to search for these items here, and these items are in my catalog. All right, so these are the payment terms I want, the proposal template I want to show up, and these two items here that I don't want to forget to quote. So let's head out of settings and we're gonna head into the catalog. All right, and let's take a look at our products. So when you're working on a lot of projects and have a cloud catalog with thousands of products and other items, searching for them can start to be a bit of a pain. But now any item in your catalog can be marked as a favorite, right? So if I hit this ellipsis here, I can add it to my favorites, or I can click on my item and hit this little star in the top right corner. All right. So any item within your catalog can be marked as a favorite, including your packages, labor types, allowances, and alternate sets. And I can also filter here by my favorites only. So I'm going to select this and apply my filter. And here are all of my favorites. All right, I'm actually going to head over to my packages and I want to make my outdoor TV package a favorite here. All right, so next, let's quickly create an opportunity together. I'm going to find the opportunities tab And let's pop in some information here. My building type is residential. I'm going to select my project type, right? I'm going to select that retrofit so that that good data can come over. My market type, and I'm going to pop in my client name. And we're going to pick on crispy bacon. Uh-huh. Right, next. My site and billing address is the same. And let's go ahead and create this opportunity. I'm going to head into my quote and let's start designing. All right, so now I can see that my miscellaneous materials and my shipping and handling items have been pulled over. I don't have a location yet, so let's go ahead and create my patio here. I'm gonna pull these items. Oops, I'm gonna pull these over into that location. There we go. All right, so I have my two items in my location here, and let's not forget to add that snippet. All right, so I'm gonna add my description here, and I'm gonna find the little clipboard icon, and I'm gonna insert my outdoor system snippet. And there it is. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and add my outdoor TV package. I'm gonna click here in my search bar and it's right here. I don't even have to type the word outdoor in under my favorites. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly add this to my quote. And I'll do without that for now. All right, so here's my TV package. I can expand to see all of my material here. All right, and when I select my item, my product detail bar is going to slide out from the right, and we can add a discount to my package. So I'm going to select my friends and family discount here. All right, package discounts. So I think I'm happy here. All right, I've added my equipment. So let's go ahead and create the proposal. And it's going to bring me into my residential defaults, right? So that same one that I added to my project type back in my settings. And I'm going to put this in present mode so we can see what the client sees. And we're going to scroll and find our products. All right, there's my snippet, my items I added to my project type, and here's my outdoor TV package with my package discount. All right, you guys can totally customize this proposal template. You don't have to expand your package details. You can summarize this, right? And then here's my summary with my product and labor totals. And then here is my package discount. Let's take a step back here. And before we actually present it, we want to share it with our client, right? So on the top right, I'm going to hit this paper airplane here. All right, and now I can see that my valid until date is populated, right? 30 days out. And here's also where we can use some data tags. So if I wanted to add maybe some opportunity or client information here in my subject line, right? I can just put the at symbol here and I can pop in my client name, opportunity name, quote name or version, my proposal valid until date here, right? And you can also do this here in your message. So if I wanted to personalize this a little bit, I can pop in my primary contact first name, right? Hey, Chris, or thank you, Chris, for being a DTools Cloud customer. All right, and then after editing these with your data tags and other good information, don't forget to save these email templates up in the top right. All right, save that email template. Okay, so Crispy Bacon is happy with our quote. We're going to go ahead and mark this opportunity as one and take a look at the project. All right, so let's win this, create the project. And we landed in our project overview tab. All right, so we're actually going to head over to our project plan and the tasks tab up here. All right, so executing projects successfully and with ease requires a solid project plan, right? So here's where you're going to create your task group or groups and start to add your tasks. And this can be you can group these by locations, systems, categories, however you'd like to work. And then once you're done adding these tasks, right? Once you're happy with your recipe, save it as a task template. All right, and use it again for similar projects. And you can also find these templates in your settings under the project tab. So I'm going to apply an existing task template that I have. All right, I'm going to remove my existing tasks, drop these in. All right, so I'm working by phase here, right? My roughen, trim, and finished phases. All right, so you guys can keep these tasks super simple and then assign a resource, or you can drill into these tasks, add a description, add a checklist here, right? These sort of work like subtasks. And so these will save to your task templates. You will still need to assign a resource because we don't know who's actually doing this work on different projects, right? And then your items here are going to be specific to the bill of materials from that one opportunity, right? But it is nice that you can add items from the bill of materials. So there we go. All right. Pop those items in for your installers to install. Browse out to your project attachments and project drawings. Again, you're going to pull these over from the opportunity or just add them here. And then leave notes and comments to collaborate with your team. All right, so again, build out your project plan here and then save it as a task template or just create them under the projects tab in your settings. All right, so let's head over to payments. Okay, so here's where you're going to manage your project payments. All right, so by creating a payment request in DTools Cloud, you can create your QuickBooks Online or Xero invoice at the very same time. If you're using the desktop version, you'll find payment requests in the DTools Cloud connector. All right, so then after creating this payment request, you're still gonna send the invoice from QuickBooks, and then once it's paid in QuickBooks, we're gonna automatically update this status here to paid. So we're finally getting started with some automation workflow rules here, right? And this should already be set up for all users, but you can double check that this is set up back in your settings. Under the integration tab, find your QuickBooks Online settings here, and then find invoice, this last tab here. And just make sure that this drop down has yes selected. Right, you want to automatically set payment request as paid when the invoice is paid in QuickBooks Online. And we do have plans to make this two-way status update available with the desktop version. Give us about a month, so soon come. And lastly, our last favorite is our general time entries, right? So under the reports tab, if you come down to time entries, right, you can now add general time entries that are not tied to projects or tasks, right? So if I wanted to log some hours worked for Jenny, right? So Jenny came in today and she worked 4 hours. All right. Today, and she did some admin work. This isn't a mandatory field either, guys. But yeah, I can go ahead and log this time, right? I'm going to add this in, and here it is, a general time entry. All right, and you guys can always download this information, get this out there for payroll purposes. All right, guys, and that is pretty much a wrap on the team's favorites.